Good afternoon, everybody. The sun is shining. When we were on our radio show this morning, we had a whiteout, and now the sun is shining. We've gotten a couple more inches of snow, but we are here. It's a beautiful Wednesday afternoon. We will take it as a Chamber of Commerce day because we always need the snow. Thanks so much to everybody for getting out and about in the community. As always, thanks town, county, people that do this for a living for helping us get around our community in order for us to get to work. So thank you all for the work that you do during our winter season. As we mentioned this morning, with the snow that's been here, not a lot of people are thinking of, gosh, I want to go to an outdoor concert. But that is huge here in our community in the summer. And we're going to be talking about that in just a little bit. But right now, I do want to mention a couple of upcoming events that are happening. We will be having our business after hours next Wednesday. And our guest next week will be Lauren Crawford, who is the owner of Pagosa Massage and Body Works. And she will be on to talk about the business after hours, which is next week, as well as Lauren is also one of our newly elected board members. So we'll talk to her about that. So join us then. But mark down on your calendars next week for our business after hours 5 to 7 at Pagosa Massage and Body Works, which is in the Country Center, and they will be partnering with Rise Above Violence. The other thing that I want to talk about is on our website, we've got a couple new updates that are happening, and let's talk about events as a whole for just a little bit. This week alone, I've had several meetings with various organizations about events that they're working on in this upcoming season. It is never too early to get your event on the Chamber website, on our calendar of events. People plan their events. There's already looking at some conflicts. And so I'm very grateful that people reach out to us to find out about how they can enter an event, or do we know what's going on in the community? That's great, but that's all up here, and that doesn't always work. So what's important is that you enter your event onto the Chamber's website calendar of events. People go there, not only our visitors, but our locals, to help plan their events for a year and the upcoming year and what's out. Let me tell you folks, there's a lot of stuff that's being planned out there. So I can't encourage you enough as a Chamber member to get your event online. As it says here in our banner, you can do that through your InfoHub account. You don't know what the InfoHub account is? Well, all you have to do is call Kim. She'll hook you up. We have switched over to a new database system. And so with that comes a new login code. So it's easiest for you. We encourage you to enter your event. Nobody knows your events better than you do. So do that. You can put in the best description. You know the prices. You know the websites. That's important for you to do. So just call Kim if you can't log on. She will get you your InfoHub account, send you a link just like that. Now, if you're not a Chamber member, my first question is, why not? But seriously, you can also contact Kim and she will help you through this process. This calendar is for everybody. So we do want everybody to enter their events onto the calendar of events. The other thing that I want to mention is every Friday, we have our updates and reminders that come out. This is a really important piece of information for our businesses. It is not just about advertising. That's for our newsletter. But these weekly updates are important for you to know what's going on in the community, as well as important guidelines and rules that may be affecting not just you, but your employees. So I'm going to give you an example. When the Family Leave Act came up, we had a lot of examples and a lot of links on how our business owners could access that information and get posters printed and payroll stuffers and all sorts of things. There right now is the SNAP program that is going to be ending those additional benefits at the end of this month. Now, while some people may not qualify, there is another program that people can apply to try and help get additional benefits. Now, do most of our business owners, are they part of this SNAP program or the WIC program? Probably not. But I bet you have some employees that are, and it's important that you get this information out to your employees. They're looking to you as well for assistance. So it's easy. We try and provide that information to you. The flyers that come out often have QR codes or great links. Look at what comes out. All of it may not be relative to you, but do peruse it so that you know what's going on and say, become more educated so you can help your employees as well. And then we also want to mention that it's a week later after our annual meeting, and we do want to thank and give a shout out to our winners and some of our nominees. We had a great community awards ceremony last week, as well as a community conversation. I want to give a special thanks to Derek Woodman, our county administrator, James Dickoff, the community development director for the town, and Kat McFadden, who is the Main Street program coordinator and administrator for the Community Development Corporation. Thank them for making presentations. Congratulations to our small business of the year, and that is Rosie's Pizzeria. We also want to thank our nonprofit of the year and congratulate the Vets for Vets here in Pagosa Springs. I was able to give them another presentation at their meeting yesterday. I was very grateful for that. We also have our volunteer of the year, which is Barbara Swindlehurst, who's the owner of Mountain and Meadow Real Estate on Lewis Street, and her accomplishments are huge. And then last but certainly not least, our Citizen of the Year, which is a little bit different than our Volunteer of the Year, so that this person has made a lasting impact in our community. And that person this year is none other than Lisa Scott. And we know with her work through education, the Western Heritage, the Fair Board, schools, the El Pomar Foundation, and the list goes on and on, the hospital board, Lisa has been a huge impact in this community. Congratulations to everyone. We have a video that we will be posting on our website, and you'll be seeing it through social media. So we hope that you'll click on that and get some fun out of that. So we also have, again, snow's on the ground. We're not really thinking about events, but we are thinking about events because today is an important day, because applying to be a part of an event opens up today. And we have with us Tracy Pope, who is with the Community Foundation serving Southwest Colorado. And Tracy, you have been involved in the 19th hole concert series for, I don't know how many years, probably all 8 years or so.
Yeah, for me, about 5 years. Yeah.
5 years.
Yeah.
And so we are so excited. So as we mentioned, snow's on the ground. No one's really thinking of golfing and 19th holes or 18 holes. They'd like to, but this is an important announcement for our nonprofits because they can apply. So tell us a little bit, A, about the 19th hole, and B, what our nonprofit agencies need to do next.
Great. Thank you, Mary Jo. Yes, the 19th hole concerts have been going on for 8 years. So a lot of our community members are very familiar with them. Wonderful way to spend summer evenings out at the Pagosa Springs Golf Course. The views are outstanding, as we all know. And the blue skies and the lovely local music have made these really fun community events for years. And in fact, I'll tell you how successful. In 7 years, we have been able to grant over $50,000.
Wow.
37 different grants that we've given out to
Amazing.
Organizations. The last couple of years, the organizations that are selected have each received about $2,000 a piece. So it's an impactful grant and tons of fun. So we're planning them. We do have to start early. Best practices for planning our events is to start early. And the nonprofits in serving Archuleta County may apply. The application opened today, and it will be open for 1 month. So everybody has until March 15th to apply. It's on our website at swcommunityfoundation.org. You can go look under nonprofit resources and find the 19th hole application. And we look forward to picking different nonprofits from across the sectors. We try and get a little arts and culture, a little environment, a little human services, so that our guests at the concerts can learn a little snippet of some of the great organizations that are serving Archuleta County.
Perfect. Well, and this year we're lucky we have kind of, typically there's 4 weeks, but the 1st of June falls on a Thursday. So these events are days, times, and
yeah, we'll have five of them in June. On Thursdays from 5:30 to 7:30. Again, it's out at the golf course, so you've got to bring your own chair or blanket so you can relax in the grass there. And it's a $10 cover charge to get in for guests who want to come hear the music. Those cover charges are all pooled together and split evenly for the participating nonprofits. So the grantees each get an opportunity to promote the entire series, and then each host for 1 week. So they're there volunteering with setup. They'll have an information booth. It's their opportunity to share their mission with the crowd, maybe find some potential volunteers, some potential donors for their organization. And our community can then learn about these organizations.
Perfect. All right. Well, again, it's very important, but here you are, you're talking about the community foundation. But I know many people know that you may be housed in Durango, but you service other counties. And so can you give us a little background briefly about the community foundation and how Archuleta County fits in that picture?
Absolutely. We have been in existence for more than 20 years, and our home office is in Durango, but we opened this year a satellite office in Pagosa Springs that we're very excited about. I'll tell you about that a little bit in just a minute. But we serve all 5 counties of Southwest Colorado. So up into Silverton, over into Dove Creek and Cortez. And then we've had this great relationship with the community in Pagosa for years. We often have a board member from Pagosa sitting on our board. We have a committee of about 5 fantastic folks who are local residents in Pagosa Springs who help organize the 19th Hole concerts and other local initiatives with our staff. And then, as I mentioned, staff is now coming over to our satellite office on Mondays. So since January, we have been able to conduct 5 nonprofit site visits, visit with donors, speak with some of our business sponsors who I would love to give a shout out to for our 19th Hole concerts, and connect with some of our donors. It's been great.
Great. Well, as we know, and we want to do a shout out to the Hillside Inn today. As we mentioned, our sponsors for Winterfest were not able to fly. And so we wanted to give them an extra thank you for allowing our balloonists to stay in their lodging facilities. So we know how important sponsorships are. And who's that helping you out this year at the 19th Hole?
Yeah, so we have 5 sponsors who give us cash that helps us pay our expenses. So we pay all the bands what we hope is a good wage for the gig that they're working for us. It includes our paid advertising, our posters that we print up, and graphic design and that type of work. Our presenting sponsor is Tito's Handmade Vodka. They've been a sponsor from the beginning for the last 8 years. So we're really happy for that partnership. And they're in fact partnering with us for year-round work in Archuleta County so that we can offer some professional development opportunities for the nonprofits, reach out with some of our donors over here. It will be a great partnership to have Tito's helping us with some of those expenses. 2 longtime sponsors we've had for the 19th Hole concerts are the Bank of Colorado and Two Old Crows Gallery. Some great organizations there, and 2 that we're bringing on for the first time, Growing Spaces and Best of Pagosa Springs, Mike Knapp and his team. So we're excited to have some new businesses who see this important grant opportunity for our nonprofits and are able to help make a
Sure.
fun community event as well.
So, Tracy, you mentioned, Community Foundation does more than just events. I know this is a way for you to raise money to help our nonprofit organizations, but also there is a specific training coming up to be held in Pagosa Springs, which is not always the case. So, could you just touch a little bit? I know we're going to have that information later on in March, but
Mhm.
can you just give a heads up to our nonprofits because this is their day?
Yes, absolutely. So we do try and bring trainings directly to the nonprofits in Pagosa so that they don't always have to be driving into other parts of the region, especially on days like today. So later in late March and in early April, we're going to have a 3-part board training series. We're bringing in a man named Mark Holt. He's with Mountain Sage Consulting. And this is, again, I'll shout out for a sponsor. In addition to Tito's, it's sponsored by the Bronson Family McDonald's. And they're helping to pay some of these expenses so that we can host this training in Pagosa, Durango, and Cortez. And
Right.
we are putting that information on our website, hopefully later today, maybe tomorrow, and certainly by the end of the week. And so registration will be open. And it's only $60 for the entire 3-part series. And 2 people from your organization can attend for that price. So ideally, it would be 1 staff member and 1 board member. And they'll learn some of the importance of board governance, what's staff role, what's a volunteer role, fundraising, oversight of financials, and then as well get prepped for RPD, Rural Philanthropy Days, which most of our nonprofits in town are aware of, happens once every 4 years. It's a big event happening this June, and we want to make sure the nonprofits in Pagosa are all geared up and ready to make the most of that opportunity where we'll get together as a region, network, collaborate, and meet with state funders. So you don't have to make the big trek up into Denver. They're coming here, and you got to be prepared. You got to be ready to tell your story. And then we always see statewide grant numbers go up the year after an RPD. So we're really trying to prep these organizations to be successful.
Great. Well, there is so much. We'll be talking more about it in the month of March. There's a lot out there for our nonprofit organizations, and your opportunity opens up today for the 19th Hole Concert Series. We hope that a lot of our nonprofits, I know you can only choose 5, but we hope that you get a good selection. So, it's a great way to, as you said, to get your mission and your vision and your name out there to our community. And what a great event, concerts, music at one of the most beautiful locations in Pagosa at our golf course. So
yes, they've
been
such a great partner for years. We love the
yes,
golf
they
course.
have. Thanks so much to John and Marianne for partnering with that for years and for giving us that name. So it's wonderful. So thank you, Tracy. Remember, nonprofits, today's your day. You have a month. So think about it, as well as think about the board training. We will be having that information on our updates and reminders. Again, another reason that you should look at these every Friday. Maybe you don't get them in time. You can look at them on Monday. But know that that information is there for you. We really thank you, Tracy, and the Community Foundation serving Southwest Colorado for really engaging in our community and helping our nonprofits here. So if anybody has any questions, please get in touch with us. We'll be happy to share that information with you. Again, thanks to Hillside Inn, who was one of our sponsors for Winterfest and helping house some of our pilots. So we thank them for their generosity as well. That's it for me today. I have to go out and shovel some more snow, I think. But all in all, thank you all so much. We look forward to seeing you next Wednesday. And that's going to be our Business After Hours Day. So thank you. And we'll have a more conversation. And you all have a great week out there. Don't get hurt shoveling snow. We'll see you.